Hey everybody, well, welcome back to the Fkn Globetrotters. We are here with the end of season, end of series review. If you've made it this far with us, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it. We can see from the statistics that, well, at least one person has subscribed and has been watching the episode. So if that is you, then, well, thank you very much. Just identify yourself in the comments so we know you're a real person. And yeah, give us a like and give us a share and just help us out that way. It has been a really fun save and series to record and share on YouTube. Been really great fun. I'm really not one for doing the saves with the big European teams. Usually when a new football manager comes out, I will start off with one of the big teams just to kind of figure out the new features and figure out how everything works. But it's usually a save that doesn't last me very long, kind of a couple of seasons maximum. And I usually don't really enjoy it. Usually my thing is the big road to glory save or a journeyman save. But in this case, I can tell you what, this Paris Saint-Germain save has been one of the most fun saves I've ever done. I've really enjoyed it. Even though it was only 2 seasons long, really enjoyed it. It's been really fantastic sharing the story of this Paris Saint-Germain team. So yeah, I've tried to just let it grow naturally. Haven't really done any advertising, haven't tried to push it. The first time I've done this, so really just tried to sort of learn as I've been going along and taking you guys along on the journey as well. And maybe the first few episodes, a little bit ropey, a little bit rough, some sound issues, some technical issues. But I feel like you can hear the improvement over the course of the 2 seasons. And I certainly feel like the second season, I kind of feel quite proud of how it came out and how it sounded. And like I say, hopefully just communicating the story of how the team developed and kind of that football manager story that we all have when we play through a game. Some of the drama that happens, the individual stories, what happens in the competitions that we're in. So again, just really hope you've enjoyed it. So anyway, let's get on with our season review here. And you can see we are just looking at the Ligue 1 Uber Eats Stars team of the competition. And we've only got 6 players in it. We won 37 and drew 1 out of 38 games. And we only have 6 players in the team of the season. That seems like an absolute nonsense to me. And Verratti and Barella in central midfield, how could they not be in there? How can Hakimi, with his 15 Ligue 1 assists, not be the right back in this team? Absolutely unbelievable. But we do have Neymar, Messi and Haaland. We've got Hernandez at left back, Kimpembe and Donnarumma in goal. Donnarumma, who broke the clean sheets record this season. The record was 18 Ligue 1 clean sheets in a season. He got 23. Absolutely smashed it, annihilated it. So yeah, that's the Ligue 1 Uber Eats Stars team of the season. Neymar was the best player. There's obviously something going on here with the way the game is evaluating the best player in the league. And they're going with assists, they're going with goal creation, because obviously Di Maria won it last season ahead of Mauro Icardi and Leo Messi. Mauro Icardi with his 32 league goals or 34 league goals, whatever he had. And then Leo Messi, who had, I think, did he have something like 23 league goals and 11 assists or something? And now Neymar has beaten Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, who got 43 league goals. And Neymar was apparently a better player. Erling Haaland, who was above an 8 average rating. Even Leo Messi, who got, what did he get? He got like, I think, 18 league goals and 10 assists or something. So a bit of an odd one there. But, well, congratulations to Neymar. He's the Ligue 1 Uber Eats best player. he also got the award for the most assists. He didn't break Di Maria's record, unfortunately, but he did get 16. And you can see there, Hakimi, second place. Hakimi, who is not the best right back in Ligue 1, second place in the assist charts. Absolute superb. Like I was saying, he finished the season just as a reincarnation of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Absolutely incredible. And Leo Messi still managed to get 13 assists in the end, and with a higher average rating than Neymar, who is still apparently a better player than him. Erling Haaland was the top goal scorer, not surprisingly, 43 goals in 25 games, an 8.35 rating. He may not be as good as Neymar, but he had a great goal scoring season. Wissam Ben Yedder, second place with 25 goals. And then Matthias Arezzo, that free transfer in his first season in Ligue 1, absolutely killed it with Brest. 24 in 34 games in the league. Absolutely sensational. Still really annoyed that he never came up on my scouting reports. But I will be honest, I didn't really worry too much about the scouting on this save, so it's probably my fault. Goal of the season was our own Facundo Farias, playing for Lyon. I think he is going to get minutes on the left wing next season as Neymar's backup, probably. I think they're going to end up playing Lamar on the right wing, and this man is going to be the backup left winger. Really good first season in French football for him. 6 goals, only 1 assist, surprisingly, considering his passing ability. Yeah, I think he's a really, really good signing. How much did we pay for him again? 5.25 million. Absolute bargain. And I think we'll see when we go into our episode to just have a look at the next year and the next 5 years. I think Facundo Farias is going to end up being a really special Paris Saint-Germain player. Goalkeeper of the season, not surprisingly, Gianluigi Donnarumma, with his 25 clean sheets or 23 clean sheets. Absolutely superb. As you know, in Football Manager, for a goalkeeper to have over a 7 rating is really, really rare. So a 7.26 is just absolutely sensational. Sensational. And so there we go. There's the Ligue 1 Uber Eats 11 of the season. Basically exactly the same, apart from the right back. And I think the centre back. I think Marseille had a centre back and a right back in there, didn't they? In the what was the other one called? The Uber Eats Stars team of the season or something. But our same Paris Saint-Germain players, still no place for Hakimi. Absolutely ridiculous. And well, with that, we go into our end of season review. And I want to see what happens here with the goal of the season, because in past Football Managers, there was a link to watch the goal of the season. And last season, that link didn't seem to be there. I couldn't watch the goal of the season. And just remembering what I think is going to be goal of the season, I really want to be able to watch it again. But anyway, we'll get started on this. There's our 3 trophies: the French Cup, the French League, and the Trophée des Champions that we won at the start of the season. So a domestic clean sweep, really successful. And now if we just look on to the first awards, does it want to load? Do I need to click again? What's going on? Here we go. All right, so the new arrivals, there were lots of new arrivals. Absolutely no doubt about the signing of the season. But Erling Haaland is a B+, apparently. You score 64 goals in 38 games. You have an 8.3 rating, and you are only rated B+. Come on. The board is having an absolute laugh with that one. Lucas Hernandez, our 50 million sign-in. Really good season from him. Paulo Dybala, I was disappointed in the end with him. Only 14 goals. I know we had lots of other players like Messi, Haaland, and at the end of the season, Neymar getting in on the act. We had other players that were scoring the goals, but I kind of expected more goals and more assists from Paulo Dybala. Thomas Lemar was a brilliant 14 million signing. You can see the majority of his games off the bench, only 16 starts, but 14 assists and 9 goals. Absolutely sensational for 14 million. I think he will be the starting right winger next season if Lionel Messi decides to retire, if he confirms his retirement. Andrea Belotti, I think in the end did really well, had a really strong finish to the season, ended up with 19 in 35. Yasici, probably a disappointment, but, well, disappointing from his point of view that he didn't start more games, but I thought he was a really good squad player. Faitou Mouassa obviously got his injury very early on into his Paris Saint-Germain career, missed the second half of the season, so disappointing there. The Croatian guy would probably be disappointed with the amount of games he played. Jimmy Girardon, I was really pleased with him. He only played 7, but I thought he came in and was a really good backup. Am I messing the game up by trying to look at Jimmy there? Right, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk looking at Jimmy. And Nicola Barella, he was only rated a 6.88, but I thought he was sensational. I thought in terms of the balance that he gave to the team, the control he gave to the defensive side of things, I thought was fantastic. So I really don't care about his rating now. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was 81 million, well spent. So I'm not paying too much attention to Barella's rating there. But yeah, we did have a lot of incomings. The season results, obviously in the league, absolutely incredible, record-breaking, historic, invincible season. Gutted that we didn't get the 100% on the very last game, but it was still an incredible season. In the cup, obviously fantastic. Didn't really have much of a challenge in any of the games, but we did win the tournament, which we didn't manage to do last season, so that was nice. And that win against Strasbourg to kick off the season was a really nice way to get things going and really get the confidence up. We're only a C+ overall, and obviously that is because of our failure in the Champions League. I've got to take responsibility for that. I really did kind of balls up the group stage. I think I was just far too overconfident with our side, especially after we drew at Old Trafford, where we probably should have won. Again, if I'd have shut up shop when we went 1-0 up, I think we would have won that. But yeah, I think the fact there was no challenge in Ligue 1, I think really got me overconfident when it came to going into those games. But then in the end, we lost to Liverpool, obviously after being 2-0 up. Obviously it just says 2-0 there, but obviously they ended up winning it 3-0 in extra time to go through in that first knockout round tie. The 2-0 game was probably our best performance of the season. We absolutely dominated the best team in Europe. And then the second game, obviously, we completely fell apart. I mean, I played the same tactics again. As you do in Football Manager, after that defeat, I kind of thought about some of the things I could have done differently. But at the time, I think I was kind of justified in going with the same tactics as I went with for the first leg. It worked so well. But we were just never in it in that second leg. That was disappointing. So, yeah, the Champions League obviously has to go down as a failure, but the domestic invincible season was certainly something to remember. Moments to remember here, the biggest win, opening day against Marseille, absolutely superb. Was a 5-0 win against Rennes really the match to remember? Surely it would be that Marseille game, or it would be the first leg against Liverpool. We had so many 4-5-0 wins. I can't even remember our match to remember against Rennes. Haaland got a hat-trick and Messi penalty, but the Marseille game was something special, no doubt about that. Goal of the season is the goal that I was thinking about. Is there no link to watch this? We can view the match report, so we can actually go and watch the game. I'm going to do it because it was such a special game. Obviously, this was not a live com game. So let's just take a moment here to let this load. I hope I'm not messing up the end of season review by clicking on this link. I hope I hope I'm not destroying the episode here. You can see Neymar got his only hat-trick of the season. He was sensational in this game. Belotti, this was the game where we substituted Haaland. It was one of the few games all season that he didn't score in. And here's Hakimi in Trent Alexander-Arnold mode. What a cross look for Neymar. Absolutely fantastic that was. Then 2-0 here as Haaland sends in Messi. Beautiful assist, this one. Look at that. How is that for an assist? Neymar gets another tap in at the back post. And watch this goal. This is goal of the season. What a hit. Is there anything more beautiful in football when the ball just absolutely hammers in, bounces off the underside of the bar, down and up again into the net? They got a couple of goals back late on in this one. But Neymar was absolutely sensational. And I think you'll agree that goal of the season was worth watching again. Absolute screamer. Absolutely fantastic. I did look at Farias's goal that won League on goal of the season. It was not as good as Neymar's there. So that was our goal of the season. That was really nice. Now it didn't balls up the end of season review, so that's good. So yeah, Neymar goal of the season, I'm in full agreement with that. It's the goal I was expecting. If we look at our finances, we kind of really messed around with the wage budget. We were paying over 7 million a week at the end of the season. If Messi leaves, it solves all of the problems. If Messi decides to retire, with Keylor Navas also retiring, Sergio Ramos is probably going to retire. Even if he doesn't retire, he's still out of contract. So the club is going to be well over 1.6 million a week better off, maybe 1.7 million a week better off. Actually, Idrissa Gueye is also leaving, so it's probably somewhere in the region of 1.8 million a week better off. So they are going to be going down from 7.1 million a week to about 5.3 million or something. So the club is going to be absolutely fine financially. Well, they're fine financially anyway, aren't they? But in terms of the budget, so that was really good. Neymar, Haaland, Messi, and then Barella, surprisingly, along with Dybala in the most sold shirts. That's interesting to see. Not sure how Barella gets in with those other names, but again, he was an 81 million signing, wasn't he? So he's just not the sexiest of players, is he? He does a certain job. And then how we lined up, I think we can all be in agreement. That is probably the best team in terms of rating. Marquinhos didn't have the best rating, so I can understand why Ramos is in there ahead of him. Gini Wijnaldum and Paredes ahead of Barella and Verratti. I'm not convinced about that either. Again, they had higher ratings probably because they came in on the games that we rotated more, so they were kind of the easier games. But Sergio Ramos with his 11 goals in 26 games, superb season from him, really benefiting from the broken set piece dynamics on the game engine. Yeah, he was brilliant in his final season as a pro. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that I didn't bring him on in the last game, but obviously we were in a certain situation there. And then the accolades to finish. We still haven't named the League On Player of the Season or the Manager of the Season, which I'm expecting to win. But okay, so it does say that okay, Manager Awards. No, actually, it's just my face. Well, it's not my face. It's our manager's face. So we see him there, but we don't actually see any awards. I'm sure we have to get Manager of the Season. Surely, if we don't get Manager of the Season, that is broken as well. We've done an Invincibles domestic season for the first time in history. Fans Player of the Season, Haaland. Young Player of the Season, Haaland. Signing of the Season, Haaland. Goal of the Season, Neymar. Top goal scorer, Haaland. Most assists, Neymar. 22 in all competitions. Absolutely superb. Again, I think he benefited from the broken corner kick set piece dynamics in the game engine. Most man of the match is Erling Haaland. I don't think he broke Messi's League One player of the match record. I think he got injured before he could break that. Highest average rating Haaland, and the most passes completed per 90 minutes. Nicolo Barella. Really, really good. Overall goals in a season, Erling Haaland. Most league goals in a season, Erling Haaland. Most assists in all competitions, Neymar, not in League One. Most clean sheets, 31 in all competitions for Donnarumma. Incredible season for him. Most player of the match awards, Haaland. Again, that would be all competitions. Lucas Hernandez, the worst discipline, but he didn't get any red cards, so we can be quite proud of that. I don't think we actually got a red card all season. I think I'm right in saying that. Mauro Icardi, how was his season in Liverpool at the end? I did see that, obviously, with the front three that they have. Look, he hardly played. I think 43 million we sold him for, and he really hardly got a game. What a shame for the League on player of the season, or not player of the season, top goal scorer last season. Real shame for him that he wasn't able to get more game time in the Premier League there. I would have loved to have kept him, but you know, the financial situation. And the oldest goal scorer was Sergio Ramos. Look, at 37 years old and 37 days, oldest goal scorer in the history of Paris Saint-Germain. Really, really great final season he had, even if he wasn't first choice. So a superb season for PSG as they claim their second successive title. Really, overall, really pleased. Yep, disappointment in the Champions League, but it was a historic season. It was a really fun season. Now, the only things going forward that I really want to do now is have a look at just a couple of signings to make before we finish. So there is the team that finished the season. So we know that Sergio Ramos is going. Leo Messi could well be leaving in retirement. We've got Keylor Navas leaving. We've got Idrissa Gueye leaving. So we know there's a few going out. We know we've got some really, really great players coming in if we look on the ins. So a few young central defenders there. Then we've got Ibanez coming in from Roma. Yassine Adli from AC Milan, really going to help with the Champions League registration. He is. And Noni Madueke, really nice forward option. You can see can play central midfielder, left wing, right wing. Really, really good young talent coming in there. Now, the only other players that I might be wanting to look at, if we go to our shortlist, and so actually I've already got it on. If we look at players that are going out of contract here, so Diego Almeida is coming to us, and Andy Collins is coming to us. Now, the only other player here that I am still interested in is Samuel Umtiti. Can we see if he will now accept a contract? I just think to have, so he's still not interested. The last time we spoke to him, it kind of broke down. So I am going to forward on a little bit. I'm not going to leave the club until I've just had a chance to offer Umtiti a contract and try and get him nailed down, leave the club with 4 world-class centre-backs for next season to really try and help them in their Champions League push. The only other player that I think I might be interested in looking for now, I'm going to just set up the search options here. So we'll take off homegrown status. That was back when we were looking to try and reinforce our Champions League squad. Now, I'm going to look here at right wingers and see which players in the world might be interested. Outside of Madueke, it wasn't a position I was really looking at because obviously we've got Messi, we've got Di Maria. But if we look here at just some of the players that might be possibilities, I think all those first few players there are not really options, both because of their price and because of their wages. if we have a look down a little bit, if I'm kind of thinking about sort of 80 million as a maximum and trying to get somebody in, perhaps on a deal where we pay a little part up front and then pay installments. But for example, we've got Lucas Ocampos. How does he look? Pretty average. I think we also saw here, is Pedro Neto any good? His price is absolutely huge. I was looking over the course of this save, I was looking at Leroy Sané. I think he would be a fantastic right wing with that amazing pace that he's got. We did agree a deal to loan him at the start of this season when I was still looking at loan options before we went with Haaland. We got a deal to loan Sané, but he rejected it. So what sort of money are they looking for? So his release fee is 81 million. Let's see, if we were to offer, let's say about 40 million. Let's put it down at 40. And then if we were to offer in installments, let's go for 3 installments, spread it over 3 years. What should we put here? Maybe 25 million. So a 65 million deal, and we'll offer them a friendly as well. Would they accept that? No, they're going nowhere near that, and they're not even negotiating. So Leroy Sané, perhaps not much of an option. Who else have we got here that looks interesting? Again, we're kind of, so I might have to have a little look through this. How does Ferran Torres look? Again, he's got that great pace, but not much else, has he? So let's have a look at just one more, just so you can see kind of how I'm thinking. And when we come back in a year's time to see how things have gone, we'll be able to kind of evaluate really how good of a job we did on that one. I have looked at Rafinha in the past. You can see he's on our transfer list. He's not really an option I was mad about. Nicolo Zaniolo, could we add to our Italian contingent? Again, probably a bit more average than I want. I really like in a winger to have some passing ability and some crossing ability. And he's not the greatest, more of a dribbler, and passing he's acceptable. But I mean, he's, for the amount of money and as a Messi replacement, if you're looking at bringing a player in to replace Messi, he's got to be better than that. Kingsley Coman in this Football Manager 22 is pretty average, so I don't think he's really going to be an option for us. Do we have anyone else we can really be looking at here? How is Nico Williams, the Spaniard? Again, very average. As the price goes down, the players start to look more and more average. Again, just thinking about a Messi replacement, it's not really where we want to be at right now. So that's basically what I'm thinking. I'm certainly going to put a bid in for Umtiti. I think Irving Lozano I've looked at before, and he is, again, pretty average. So yeah, I would like to set them up with a really good Messi replacement, but I don't think that's really going to be possible. I'm pretty sure Liverpool are going to want a massive amount for Mo Salah, so I don't think he's realistic. How much are they really wanting? So I mean, his price 130 million. I think he's well out of our price range. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. But that's kind of what I've been looking at, where we're at. I am gonna, as I say, I'm gonna continue just to see if Messi confirms his retirement, and if we can offer a contract to Samuel Umtiti. But that is going to be all from me for today. Again, thank you so much if you have been watching this save. It has just been absolutely great fun to do, and we will be coming back for a huge Road to Glory save. I'm not going to put a date on it when it's going to start, but it won't be long. We will come back for a Road to Glory save, I'm really excited about that one. I hope you're going to be with us for that one. But again, in terms of the Fkn Globetrotters, and you know what? It is not until the end of the save, when I've done the season and series review, that I suddenly realised that season 2 should have been called the Haaland fucking Globetrotters. I can't believe I missed that one. But yeah, there you go. That's the way things happen, isn't it? You always think about what to say after you've walked away. So really, that was it. That was the Harlem fucking Globetrotters. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, share with your friends, leave us a comment, and I hope we will see you back very, very soon for our big Road to Glory save in Football Manager 22. Take care, everybody. See you on the next one.